As the Rockets head into the 2024 NBA season, they look ready to put the pieces together. Let's dive deeper into the details to show you what I'm talking about. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers before the NBA season starts, and your support means everything to us. Now let's get into it. Starting off, we rewind to last year. The Rockets have brought in notable changes such as Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks. These guys brought in a more veteran presence to a young Houston team the year prior. They struggled at some points during the regular season. They finished one spot outside the play-in tournament. They were knocking on the door of a playoff berth, talking smack to the Golden State Warriors as they battled for the 10th seed. Despite missing the play-in, their two key pieces found big-time success. Alperen Sengun averaged 21, 9, and 5 while improving his defense inside the paint. People consider him the mini Jokic with his playmaking abilities. Meanwhile, Jalen Green started to take a more efficient form towards the end of his third year. When Sengun went down with injury, the team relied on Jalen Green to finish the season. He averaged 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in the final 20-ish games. So it looks like they have a high-scoring guard and their star down low. All they needed from this year's draft was their lethal shooter. Reed Shepherd falling to the perfect team at number 3. The sharpshooter coming out of Kentucky was rumored to go as high as the first overall to Atlanta, but with questions about his fit next to Trey and Alex Sarr saying he wanted to go to Washington, Houston very well could have lucked into the best player in the draft. We all know Reed offers elite shooting to a team. He shot 52% from the arc his single year in Kentucky and came out of the draft combine with impressive results in every shooting drill. Now, what I believe we'll see in this Udoka created offense is how good Reed can fit in with the pieces around him. He averaged just shy of 5 assists in college and will be able to play in the Houston backcourt as someone who can just let it fly or keep the ball moving to find stars like Green and Sengun. Sengun is about to hit a lot of highlight dimes to the roaming sharpshooter. I don't anticipate him starting above VanVleet, but the two will be able to switch roles as Fred ages. Let's also quickly touch on the supporting cast of other young guys on this team. Terry Eason, he is developing into a great dirty work power forward coming off the bench, where he'll surely remain because Jabari Smith Jr. is a great wingman to Sengun in the front court. Smith can stretch the floor while also playing lockdown defense inside and out. He's also shown flashes of being able to handle more on offense. Could we see an increased role this year? And then we got to talk about Amen Thompson. His rookie year probably looked the exact opposite of what you would have expected. Shooting 14% from the 3 is not something you want in a small forward, but he also made 71% within 3 feet of the rim. His athleticism is going to make him impactful on both ends of the floor. But when all else fails and Houston needs a bucket, they'll just break the glass and send out Cam Whitmore. How did this dude fall to the 20th pick again? So now that we've touched on the key factors, let's zoom out and look at the rest of the West. Yes, I know the Western Conference is going to be deep this year. Portland is the only team for sure tanking. The rest are going to be at least somewhat competitive. But as NBA fans, we need to be honest with ourselves. The generation of players we're so used to seeing is clearly entering their twilight years. LeBron and Steph are still great, but with the mediocre teams around them, the Lakers and Warriors are more likely to regress this year than anything. The Clippers are certainly not a 4-seed team anymore after losing Paul George, so in my eyes, there are 3 teams that won't be horrible. Now, the top half of the West is still scary, plus Ja and the Grizzlies are going to make a comeback, but if these young guys can build off their individual success after finishing 500, could the Rockets lock in and finish above the play-in? Absolutely. I would love to argue they will have more depth and balance than the Suns at the 6th seed last year. The Mavs finished 5th but will probably rise while the Clippers tumble down from the 4. Should Houston go all in or let them grow? If you spent most of this video thinking this is way too early for them, then what do you think their future is? Do they hold steady with all these young pieces and hope it works out in another 3 or 4 years? Or do they say we have Green, Sengun, and Smith Jr., let's cash in the other pieces to get a star? I would love to hear your comments down below. This NBA season, there will be a lot of questions about the team that will be answered. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.